right now with our lead story, and a federal judge in Maryland is expected to press the Department of Justice today on the case involving that man mistakenly deported to El Salvador.
So the hearing comes one day after El Salvador's president made it clear during his White House visit that he will not return the prisoners who's accused of having ties to MS-13.
Madeleine Rivera is live in Washington with more. Hey, Madeleine.
Hi, guys. Good morning. A lawyer for Kilmar Abreu Garcia says they might take a contempt order as the Trump administration maintains it's not compelled to bring him back to the U.S. In its latest filing, the government suggests it might not even have the ability to carry out this order, saying the Department of Homeland Security does not have the authority to forcibly extract an alien from the domestic custody of a foreign sovereign nation. The administration says it will facilitate Abreu Garcia's return, which they take to mean removing domestic obstacles if the president of El Salvador decides he wants to release him, and the president of El Salvador indicates he might not be willing to do that.
I'm supposed to be suggesting that I smuggle a terrorist into the United States, right? They tell me, how can I return him to the United States? Like, could I smuggle him into the United States, or what do I do? Of course, I'm not going to do it. I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
The administration is also seizing on the high court's order that the district court show deference to the executive branch in the conduct of foreign affairs, though the justices also ruled the government should have granted Abreu Garcia due process.
It was a win. What the court also said was that these district judges do not have the right to interfere with the executive branch's ability to conduct foreign affairs.
The Supreme Court said the district court order was unlawful, and its main components were reversed 9-0 unanimously, stating clearly that neither Secretary of State nor the president could be compelled by anybody to forcibly retrieve a citizen of El Salvador from El Salvador, who again is a member of MS-13.
Separately, an Obama-appointed federal judge is blocking the Trump administration from revoking the legal status and work permits of the more than 530,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who flew into the U.S. under former President Biden's mass humanitarian parole program. Steve Ainsley and Brian.
And the reason for that, Maddie, is they've stopped it. They blocked the administration from revoking the legal status for 500,000 migrants. Each one of them needs due process. That's going to take a very long time.
It's going to take a very long time, but, you know, the Trump administration has accused this program, this parole program, of being rife with fraud. Yep. Now the federal judge, though, says these cases should be seen on an individual basis. Yeah, so due process, as you were saying.
And if you wonder why, thanks so much, Maddie. If you wonder why the MS-13 case in Virginia.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.